Police arrest close to 100 people after a night of violence and vandalism in Kentucky.
2 officers were injured as people took to the streets protesting a Kentucky grand jury's decision not to indict officers in the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor.
Curfews will now be in effect over the next 2 nights. Outrage playing out in other cities as well across the nation. Many are asking why police officers weren't indicted in Taylor's killing.
Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis joins us live in Springfield after speaking with a local legal expert. Leon?
Jordan, Chris, all across the country, people are protesting today, all because they believe Breonna Taylor deserves justice for losing her life at the hands of police officers.
Even in relationship to Breonna Taylor, there was no indictment, and so it's disappointing.
Bridget Baldwin, a law professor at Western New England University, is talking about how a former Louisville, Kentucky police detective was indicted Wednesday for reckless endangerment for firing gunshots into an apartment back in March, the night Breonna Taylor, with her boyfriend Kenneth Walker, in a nearby apartment. She was shot and killed, but not one officer faces charges for killing her.
They hadn't announced when they went into this apartment. Kenneth Walker also gets the opportunity to protect himself in his house. And Breonna Taylor, after all, is the innocent victim in all of this.
Police had been serving a no-knock warrant, but the investigation found that the officers did announce themselves before entering. Baldwin tells Western Mass News she believes Taylor's boyfriend was defending himself because he thought the officers were intruders.
Kenneth Walker also had a right to defend himself against unannounced officers coming into his apartment. He didn't know what was going on, and so the law allows him as well to use deadly force to defend himself if someone is entering into his home.
Breonna Taylor's family did get a settlement of $12 million from the city of Louisville, but Baldwin says $12 million does not make up for justice not being served.
$12 million does nothing to satisfy justice in this case. I guess it's better than her family walking away with nothing, but I think that they would probably rather have had an indictment.
Now Louisville has open wounds, people of color asking for police to understand the Black Lives Matter movement. As Baldwin says, people who advocate for Black Lives Matter is not about being anti-cop.
What they are against is police brutality. And when you say blue lives matter, blue lives, that's a job. That's not a person. You can quit your job. I cannot quit being black.
Coming up tonight on Western Mass News at 6, we dig deeper into the police reform legislation here in Massachusetts. Live in Springfield, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.